but are the sole comments of the host and guest of this particular show.
Happy Friday, everyone. This is Joe Dre on 860 AM, 106.5 FM, WNOV. Be a voice with Wisconsin voices. Waiting on my co-host to slide up in here.
What it is, y'all? Friday, man. A little gloomy. What up? What up?
It's like he didn't miss a beat, right?
Dude, he slid in like David Ruffin. I know you won't believe,
But I refuse. What's going on, man? How you doing?
Good. Yeah. It's Friday.
It's Friday, man. Yes, it's Friday. It's a little gloomy. We got some things going on today outside of the community stuff. We got a fun fight tonight. We got Mike Tyson and Jake
ready.
Paul.
I am ready.
This is the
Mike Tyson slapped that dude so hard.
Yeah, I was wondering if it was an act because it seemed like it because
it was kind of like a push.
Because come on now, Mike Tyson gonna slap you, man. He gonna slap you.
Yeah, he gonna slap your
He gonna
jaws
slap
off.
you. Any of us, we gonna slap somebody. We gonna slap somebody.
Yeah, that was more of a hand to the face than you push.
Yeah. It didn't look right. So I'm hoping it ain't a
It's
full
fixed, bro.
fixed fight. But yeah, we know because
It's fixed.
even the guys at the barbershop last night was saying how they couldn't find nowhere to do like a little friendly bet gambling on it, and they was like, man, I couldn't find it nowhere besides Prize Picks and what's the other one, FanDuel.
Yeah, they have a sports book. Yep.
Yeah, so they're the only two that they could find
fixed, bro.
They was like, man, I don't even got it.
It's because it's fixed.
Yeah.
It's entertainment.
It's entertainment. Yeah.
You know what's funny? Somebody showed something yesterday where it showed like that they already had the results and said it was a 10-round fight and it went down like the AI has. They was like, wait, how does the AI know the results of the fight already?
They did that with the presidential election too.
Did they?
Yeah, they were going through each state showing like the final vote counts like days before the election.
Was it anything close?
Nothing close.
Okay.
No, it was
I'm
way
about to say 10 rounds for this fight. I don't know, man. I don't know.
What Tyson 60?
58.
60.
Yeah.
So man. And this cat 29, 28, 20 something.
Yeah. I mean, that's it's like fighting young in the backyard. But it's Mike Tyson though.
Don't get me wrong, because you can still be older and have that power.
Man, them old school strength.
Have you seen all the videos of him working?
He's
sparring.
Man, he looked
man,
amazing.
And the way he's talking like he's serious about it. I mean, even just pulling up a clip, man, it'd be nice if you could pull up that clip. He had a little funny clip. You got to pull up the clip of him in his interview with this young lady yesterday.
I saw that. Yeah,
it was just that or any of the clips.
The one he was like, "I'm not gonna lose."
Yeah. The one he was saying, he was like, "I don't want nobody."
Is that the kid?
Yeah. He's like, nobody's gonna think about me once I'm dead. I mean, you're dead. A legacy is what a legacy. It's just a word that we got popular on. I don't. He was just like. That little girl was like, okay.
I think for a minute he forgot who was interviewing.
Yeah, it's a monumental interview for a young lady like that. But for Mike Tyson to be like, legacy is just a word. We don't, who's going to care about me? Maybe just my kids. I'm like, whoa, Mike. All right, come on now. This sound like the Mike from 90. This sound like 95 Mike Tyson talking now.
See if he fights like that.
That's what I want. I want,
Which one?
Is it?
Jake in trouble? Oh, man, he do look good right there.
Yeah, it was him with a young lady. It might not even be. It might be. He had so many interviews.
I think
it
was literally just a day or two ago.
Yeah, it was him and a young interviewer. If you type in like Mike Tyson and young interviewer, I think it was But it was some. But it was pretty interesting the way he responded to such a young lady. In this fight,
he looks honed in. He looks focused. Even after the smack to Jake Paul.
Yeah,
he said, it's the talk's over. We're done talking.
Yeah,
it's time.
Yeah. So the weather outside, we got the pump. We got the hype of the Mike Tyson and what's his name again?
Jake Paul.
Jake Paul fight, so I'm gonna try to get some clips so we can try to find that clip or any good clip that you've seen. There's a couple that we could pull from that he's said the last few days, just making sure they're clean. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you never know what Mike Tyson's gonna say.
Exactly. From eating your kids to everything else in between that he said he was gonna do. So we just want to hear what y'all think about not even just but well, you got one? You might. We want to hear how y'all feel about this stuff too, about this fight today too as well. It's Fun Friday. 414-444-5250, 414-444-5253.
YouTuber turned fighter.
Go ahead,
I talked via Zoom
Tyson
today with the one and only Mike Tyson, and it was an experience. Give us an update on training. How you feeling?
Yeah, I'm ready today, right this second.
What you get tired of being asked about age as a guy who's a little bit older than you are. I'll ask how at 58 training is different than maybe it was when you were 22.
Not much different. I just need more massages than normal, but other than that, no.
What kind of mindset do you take into this fight?
Bad intentions.
When you look at Jake Paul, and I don't know as much about Jake Paul as I know about you. Everybody's very familiar with the Mike Tyson story. Do you think he's a legitimate boxer?
Well, he can fight, yeah. For boxers his level, yes.
Meaning what? Not your level?
I do not believe so. No, not at all.
How long do you think this thing will last?
Not long. As soon as I catch him, because he's going to run like a thief. I don't see how he's going to make an exciting fight by running all day. He's supposed to be the young guy. He's supposed to walk right through me. I'm an old man. He's going to run all night.
So he can't stand toe-to-toe and punch with you?
Well, I think he should try it. He's a younger man. He should be able to handle punches from an old, withering man like me.
You sound like you're insulted by the suggestion that you're too old for this. Is that a fair statement?
Hey, listen, you can't compare me with other people my age because other people at my age haven't been training as long as me, consistent as me, and I'm just a different species of human being.
How so?
I think because I'm very active in what I do. I don't sit around doing nothing. I'm just very active. I'm very serious in what I do, and I'm just so interested. I can't wait for this evening to happen. It's going to be a wonderful evening. The city of Dallas is going to be entertained. I don't think he's taking this serious.
I'm sorry?
I don't believe Jake is taking this serious.
Really? Why do you say that?
Well, I just don't think so. I think he believes he's the young guy. I'm the quasi-retirement child or whatever they may think I am, and he thinks this is going to be an easy touch.
What led you to take this challenge on? Why are you doing it?
Because I can, and I'm going to be successful doing it, and it's easy.
Well, watching you train, it doesn't look easy. It looks like you're putting yourself through hell.
Training's hell, but the fights are always easier than training.
You were at the Cowboys Stadium, AT&T Stadium, not long ago. We saw you there, mingling with Jerry Jones. Have you met Jerry before?
Yes, I have.
What are your thoughts on him and what he's putting together out there with the Cowboys?
Hey, everyone should be jealous of him.
Why do you say that?
Because what he's doing has never been done before. None of the owners of a football game never had nothing to this magnitude at their stadium. That's including their football games as well.
You fought in some, just about every type of venue imaginable. What do you anticipate the environment being like that night at AT&T Stadium?
Hey, I think of it as being glorious. An immortal moment.
All right. Before we let you go, are you going to give us a round on this deal? Have you made that official prediction yet, or no?
Yeah, I'm not no round guy, but I'm just I'm going in there with bad intentions. My intention is to hurt this young man.
One more time before we let you go, if you're going to invite the people of Dallas to come out and watch that night, what sort of sales pitch would you give them?
What pitch? That they won't believe the spectacle that's going to happen. It'll be something they never experienced before, as far as pain's considered.
As far as pain's concerned, and I'm assuming that you will not be the one feeling the pain.
I don't think so either.
I was feeling a little pain at times.
From one iconic Mike.
Yeah, man. We just wanted to have y'all listen to that Mike Tyson interview. What do y'all think, man? For the ones that grew up watching Mike Tyson, what do y'all think? The ones that, maybe, for me, I was a young guy watching him, but I was blessed to see some great fights. And I remember my uncles used to get to fight, family used to get to fight growing up when I was, elementary school and all that stuff. So being able to sit around them and eat the wings and run out the room, come back and, enjoy the fight.
Is over by the time you get back in the room.
Right. Right. Go get the wings. It's over with.
Yeah. So it's cool to see that we get to, revisit this one more time. What's going on? Where you at in the cut? What's going on?
I'm ducked off, man. I'm ducked off. I like this spot.
I can see who on that was. I can see if that was you or Carby over there.
Yeah. Well, Fridays you get me.
Okay, bet. I'll take it.
All you got to do is listen to the sexy Leroy voice.
Yeah, I know.
And he put on All Day for Nothing. I'm sexy Leroy.
So we on that again?
I mean, I figured
big for nothing.
I figured I'd throw one in there.
So today we'll be talking about some stuff going on in the community. I do got another, we always talk about infrastructure and restructuring. I want to talk about something as well that I seen. But before we get to that, me and Joe just want to highlight not only we do have a guest for the second half. She'll be coming in straight out of Racine here with my fam and her support team here doing her thing. Miss Winter Newell from Racine, Wisconsin, be coming in talking about her mission and her pageant that she got going on. So this is just some community. We like to always tap in with community, and of course Racine, Kenosha, y'all got great things going on. We like to hear. We always talk about uplifting our community. You guys are not out the picture at all, and that's anybody else. Waukesha, Racine, Kenosha, Dane County, all the surrounding, the Wilds and all that good stuff. So Joe, me and you got to talk a little bit earlier, and I know we've been this whole week just been looking at what's been going on with the cabinet picks and things like that. So I would love to get an update from you and just kind of like shoot the ish on what's going on in your world and what you see from that's going to be going on in our world.
So I think every time I see one of these new cabinet picks, I almost think, is this a joke? Is this somebody just like making a fake video for clicks and likes?
Yeah.
But then I find out, to my horror, sometimes that it's real. President-elect Trump has nominated Matt Gaetz as Attorney General. This is a gentleman who faced many allegations as a congressman. 2 days prior to a full report from the ethics committee coming out about his past behavior, he resigns and he's appointed. My 2 cents is it's not going to matter because he's not going to get confirmed. He's not even well liked within his own party. I don't understand some of these picks, I guess is what I'm getting at. There's no way in my mind I don't see a path for him to be confirmed as the Attorney General. So where does that leave us? Where does that leave the Department of Justice? Sure, yeah.
We can't hear you. Can't hear you. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, go.
Yeah, but you just have to wonder about the reasoning behind these picks, and a lot of times, in the past, going way back, it used to be because these folks were qualified, because they did their job or they were experts in their field, and that's why they were nominated. Now you're seeing it more as a thank you for supporting my campaign, thank you for getting out there and helping me win this election. Now here's your reward at the end of the tunnel, and
being a loyalist to just, I mean, you throwing away all your morale. I mean, obviously he already threw it away with the things he's done and been accused of prior to, getting appointed to this position. But like Vox, the one I guess you could say, news page said Gates has few of, if any, qualifications to manage all of this, except for his vendetta against the department.
Oh yeah, and I think him and President-elect Trump have the same vendetta against the Department of Justice.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're
Tackle this
angry.
together.
Let's take this on together. Again, I question whether he's going to be confirmed or not. But at the same time, you know, you saw a Fox News host being nominated as the Secretary of Defense, replacing a 4-star general who spent his life in the military, who spent his entire career in the military.
That's highly concerning.
It's highly concerning. And most of the times the generals and those all the officers, they're going to go to college for years to learn how to do what they do in the field, whether it's as an engineer or whether it's as a commander in the battlefield. There's years and years of training and classroom work that goes into this to understand how modern day battle tactics are used. And if you don't have that knowledge, it's not one of those jobs you can learn on the fly.
Yeah, I got friends who are pretty decorated in the different branches of the military as well. You know, they've been in for a long time, paratroopers, and even some Marines. I'm pretty close to, and people I grew up with, and people I've met over the years, and I'm watching them go through their path from 18 to 37, 38, wherever they're at now, 40 years old, and I would definitely take one
Brian,
of them at any moment before
Joe,
one of these people.
Go ahead, Debo.
Kind of back in line with what you were talking about with the nominee for Attorney General. Now, I know a part of his resignation was so that the report would not have to come out.
Correct.
But I also heard, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, and hopefully you're a little more well-versed on this than I, that he won't have to have some confirmations or something of that nature because he's not a sitting congressman.
I don't think that's true. I think all the nominations have to go through a confirmation process, but at the same time,
there was a method to the madness there. I get it that he didn't want the report to come out, but there was also something stated to where some of the confirmation stuff he won't have to endure.
I think he'll still have to endure that. I think what the whole deal was covering that up and making sure that was never released. Here, I've also heard some whispers that they're going to go ahead and release it anyways, even though it's technically outside their jurisdiction now because he's no longer a member of Congress.
Yeah, but it also should become a part of public record then, shouldn't it?
Agreed. It should. Whether that's released or not, that's going to be up to the committee to decide whether they release that report or not.
Right.
Well, they was actually talking about it. I seen it on the news. They was talking about that it should be released, and one of the Republicans said that he feel like they should go ahead and release because he has nothing to hide, that everything is going to come back clear, and that the American people is going to see that Matt is a great person. I said, wow.
He's been drinking the Kool-Aid.
Yeah, a little too much.
Wow.
Just for clarity, some of the allegations were drug use, underage sex with underage females, and
then some of those statements came from his close friends.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, sure did.
And apparently, there's some Venmo records along with that to go along with it.
Wonder was he at Puffy's?
Yeah,
and the young lady who was 17 at the time, I believe she's 20 now, and she actually released a statement or something like that. I'm gonna find it when I get a chance. But yeah, it's just crazy how. And I was noticing that everybody who he's putting in place, it's not one black Latino.
Nope.
No, it wasn't like that either last time, was it?
No. I think Ben Carson might have gotten a nod for something, but
Again,
that didn't even last very long.
It's not even one black.
Right, not one black person.
Right.
You know what I
Ben
mean?
Carson was like Surgeon General or something like that.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
So wasn't he the one that had the pizza place? That we had the pizza.
He was
the owner of a pizza.
Right.
Yeah, no. That was
who was that?
Ben Carson was the neurosurgeon.
He was a neurosurgeon.
So who was
I
the
thought he
guy
had a
that had
business
the,
too, though.
Yeah,
There was another guy that had Father's Pizza or something like that.
There was the
Pizza.
black guy. What was his name?
Was it Little Caesars?
No, it was
Godfather's Pizza.
Yeah, it was.
What was his name? Not Ben. So it's not Ben Carson?
No. Ben was, but again, he was a neurosurgeon. And I think he was given the Surgeon General position.
Herman Cain.
Herman Cain.
Yeah,
I forgot about Herman. Herman
Cain.
Herman Spell.
See what happens when you leave his cabinet, you disappear.
Yeah.
Nobody ain't heard from Herman
exactly.
Cain.
Because what's the name died too? Didn't Ben Carson? Who did?
No, I think. No, wait.
I think Ben Carson's still
You know what?
alive.
That's a good question.
I thought one of them kicked it.
Yeah.
Kicked it.
Yeah, kick the bucket.
Oh,
Yeah.
the bucket. Kick the bucket.
Let me see. Let me pull it up. I can let you know.
Oh no,
No,
he's
I think
he's still
He's
alive.
still kicking.
Yeah,
Maybe it was Herman Cain.
I was gonna say I haven't heard that either one of them.
73
passed away,
years old.
Are they both still kicking? Yeah, Herman Cain. He kicked the bucket in 2020.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, we got a caller.
Yep, I think we do, Brian.
Yeah, so Joe-
yeah,
What have you seen is looking like the next steps in that cabinet? Or what do you think?
he's still got some more to nominate.
Yeah.
You know,
What did you think of the JFK Jr.? Not JFK,
Yeah,
but
that was the human. What does he got? The Human Health Services. What is he?
that would be the FDA, Food and Drug
Food and Drug,
Administration.
right.
And I heard it something really prevalent today, and folks were talking, and they said, this is the scary thing about these deep conspiracy theories, is you get this whole conspiracy, but there's little bits of truth dashed in there, and there's some good things dashed in there.
Mhm.
But over, some of the things he did is he brought awareness to certain diseases and
Yeah.
certain things. He has some certain good, some ideas are actually good, but then he comes out and says, well, we need to do away with all vaccines
Mhm.
when we have one of the largest measles outbreaks, globally going on right now.
Yeah, I've
I
seen
think
that.
over 100,000 people died last year of measles.
Yeah, I remember that measles.
Something we have a vaccine for.
Yeah.
So
I mean, all of this could be part of a plan, man, that they got unfolding that we don't know nothing about.
you're not wrong.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
all of this is shaping up to be a plan.
I'm sure they
What
said.
about the UTO? Not well. is it
UFO. Oh gosh, don't get me
UFO
into that.
piece?
Oh yeah, we can talk.
Oh,
you know what?
man,
We
I
definitely. Yeah.
Ugh,
Yeah, I want to talk about that too a couple ways because it just came out something else about UFOs this
we could
morning.
probably
Right,
do a week's
right.
worth of shows on that.
Yeah.
On just the information that came
And
out
I'm watching
yesterday.
a
Yeah.
Netflix series about it, and they all match up with the same information. But I don't want to get to the call. we get back
let's
to
get to our
UFOs.
caller.
Caller, what's going on? Happy Friday.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Herman Cain died of COVID.
Yeah, he
and
sure
Ben
did.
Carson was over housing. He was over HUD.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
So,
Appreciate that.
all right, everybody have a good day.
You have a
Stay
blessed
safe
day.
out there.
Yeah, thank you.
You too.
Appreciate
Thank you.
that.
So Herman Cain did pass away.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
Mhm. Yeah. 2020 Godfather's Pizza. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So with this whole UFO thing, man, and what people have to understand is that's unidentified flying objects.
Yeah.
So they just can't identify what it is.
Mhm.
A lot of people, think aliens still when they hear UFO. I think aliens too sometimes, but now I'm starting to think maybe it's something that they just don't know what it is because they haven't studied
So
it,
this is my thing.
so they can't identify it.
This must be, that thing of, being in that place of, privilege where I guess, I don't know. I can't relate, but
Me neither, Jack.
feeling like you just nothing else can be above you.
Yeah.
So there can't be anything else out there, but it's another group of folks too that's like, yes, there is.
Yes, there is.
So there was a report that came out earlier this year, AARO, and the government was like, nope, there's nothing out here, nothing to see. We're dropping all this. But there's years and years and years and years and years and years of documentation and proof from the navies, military, folks in Tampico Island, Mexico, Brazil, where they had folks that was struck by lasers that from the UFOs that came out the ground.
Yeah.
I mean, you got all this stuff that's been shown, the black helicopter programs that they had picking up, picking up crash UFOs, and then they say it was dismissed. But then this morning, like Debo, Joe, and you were saying, it does look like Pentagon UFO office opens the meeting with whistleblowers and directors. So they're getting caught up, and it's people that's calling, that's like, man, I work with y'all. What you talking about? We know it's something out there we can't identify.
Yeah.
And y'all trying to, they was on the Netflix documentary I was talking about, a lot of it was reverse engineering because they
That's
believe
it.
that the UFO.
That's what I heard too.
Yeah, a lot of it is they're starting to create my thing is the human body can only take so much force. So there's no way that we're gonna move at the speed of light that this stuff is moving 13,000 miles an hour. Some of this stuff.
But if they're that intelligent, if there's that much intelligent life out there, there's things that they understand that we don't. There's things they comprehend that we can't comprehend, even though to us it's impossible to travel at the speed of light. To them,
it's normal.
They may have developed some kind of technology that allows them to do that.
No, I believe that with the people, whatever it is that's flying it. But you talking about the government? Think the government has?
No, other beings
lives,
on other lives on other planets.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. They were saying that sometimes they think that some of these crafts are military. But I'm like, man,
even the report yesterday, the former general or admiral that was on there. I mean, this guy had creds that went 3 pages long of the stuff that he's worked on for the U.S. government.
Listen here, Joe. Everybody is not lying.
No.
Everybody is not lying. So if it's more than a few people that's coming out and saying this stuff, it has to be some truth to it. I was always told where there's smoke, there's fire. So it has to be something. I really think that the government is keeping it suppressed because they don't want the people to panic. But
people already know.
People already know. So one, they're going to panic. Two, it'll be good for them to know so they can look out for certain things. Because people that's catching this stuff on cameras, I know I saw a video of a young lady that was on an airplane and just so happens she's looking out the window and catch unidentified flying object fly past the plane twice at a rate of speed that was just incredible. And a lot of people, that's fake, that's AI, that's fake. And that's what a lot of people is going to get caught off guard because they think everything is fake. But it has to be some truth somewhere.
When you have guys like that, when you have people with that much credibility putting their reputation on the line to go out in front of God and everybody to tell you this is what I know, and some of the things that were coming out, like Brian said, he pretty much stated that there's all nations have some form of that technology that's either they've been found or crashed or whatever, and that they're all reverse engineering that, and it's a race to see who can do it first. And they want so that they can use that technology to to use against their adversary. I mean, whether it's Russia against Ukraine or Palestine versus Israel or whoever.
And you know what thing that I've always seen, which is over the years when I look at the UFO stuff, and this is how I know it can't be just fabricated stuff, because you can see one random documentary, a random little clip about the UFO people and their obsession with the beings and their obsession with nuclear power. They always talk about how they are around nuclear power all the time. And I think that's and it shows them, and what the guys on the documentary was saying was like they don't want us using nuclear power. They want to, because I've seen one clip where they show, and they always talk about this, where a missile was launched and some unidentified object went up to the missile when it was launched and beamed it with a laser and took off.
Crazy stuff.
Yeah, you probably seen that. Yeah. What we got, Joe?
We got a caller.
All right.
Go ahead, caller.
Good morning. Yes, sir. Thank you for taking my call. Excuse me. Assalamu alaikum to you all.
Wa alaikum salam.
Yes, sir. Just tuned in, listening, hearing the discussion about what you call unidentified flying objects, but what they're addressed as now is unidentified aerial phenomena. And
anomalous phenomenon.
Unidentified aerial phenomenon.
And UAPs. But identified anomalous phenomenon.
Well, an anomaly is something that you don't understand.
That's what they say. That's what the government call it.
But here's what I'm saying. With regard to what those planes, if you look in, or if you reference, I should say, the book of Ezekiel, Ezekiel saw a wheel in the sky that was a half mile by a half mile. We are taught in the Nation of Islam that what you all are talking about are the calling card, which would be the mother plane of Allah, God. They said in the scripture it says that that it appeared as a cloud by day and a pillar of fire by night. What I'm saying in totality is this: these people are human beings. The Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad said that out of the 9 planets in our solar system, that 7 of them are inhabited. The teachings of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad said that there are inhabitants on the planet Mars. They are 12 feet tall, and they're 12 feet tall, and they live to be 1,000 years old. Martians. You can take it or you can let it alone. Ultimately, what you all are confused by, we consider it as our backup, 40 miles up, and these planes follow the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan everywhere he goes to speak, and you can go look this up on the internet. Ultimately, Black people, don't be afraid. Those planes were built from the island of Nippon, but now it's called Japan. It's the best steel. It can go up for 6 months before it has to come back into the atmosphere. It is a city that has its own atmosphere. So if you think that Allah, God, created man in his image and after his likeness, then you should not fear what is on that plane, because it is your salvation. It has two objectives: to give life and to take life. And its ultimate purpose is to destroy the United States of America. And you have a good day.
Thank you. Have a good
Thank
one.
you so much.
All right. So yeah, with that being said, yeah, we unidentified anomalous aircrafts, whatever you want to call them, aerials, they are out here. We will come back from break and we will talk about a few topics, and then we'll be bringing in a guest right after that break. You're on Be a Voice Radio, Wisconsin Voices, 860 WNOV. You're listening to Wisconsin Voices, Be a Voice Radio. Follow us at BAWI Voice and learn more at wisconsinvoices.org.
Remembering what we stand for. At Wisconsin Voices, we remember what we stand for. Check out our movement dedicated to empowering citizens and shaping the future. Engage with us on our website, social media, and podcast to make a difference. Visit wisconsinvoices.org. Explore our events calendar, like and subscribe to us on social media. Listen to recent podcasts and radio, and subscribe to our email and newsletter. Amplify your voice and be a voice today.
You're listening to Wisconsin Voices, Be a Voice Radio. Follow us at BAWI Voice and learn more at wisconsinvoices.org.
You're listening to WNOV 860 and W293CX 106.5 Milwaukee.
Welcome back. This is Be a Voice with Wisconsin Voices on WNOV 860 AM 106.5 FM. I'm going to kick it to my co-host who has a special guest today.
Special guest in the building. She's about to tell us what she do, who she is, and all the good stuff that go with it. So go ahead, tell the folks of Milwaukee and the surrounding areas who you are.
Hi, my name is Winter Newell, and I'm your National American Miss Wisconsin Junior team.
Hey, that's what's up. She representing Wisco. Okay. So Winter, let me go ahead and get it right. You know, I gotta hit it right. What's up? So tell us about how you got into this, and then how's it been for you? What has your experience been like?
So the system that I compete at is called National American Miss, and it ranges from girls ages 4 to 24. And the mission of this pageant is to teach girls confidence skills. So I joined the system back in 2022, and I've been competing in the junior teen age division, which is ages 13 to 15 since then.
Okay.
And this year at August at Middleton, I competed in competitions like evening gown, interview, and personal intro, and I competed amongst 25 other girls across the state of Wisconsin.
Wow.
And then the judges, they just picked me, and I had such a wonderful year so far.
Yeah, I like that. So what are some of like the questions they ask you, because y'all go through like a question segment, right?
Yes.
So, and you sound like you are sharp and ready to go with this. So you sound great on the air. What are some of the questions that they ask you to show that you are, legit and really serious about your work?
So there are about 5 judges on average, and they have questions based off of your resume. Sometimes questions could be random. For example, one of the questions that I got was, what does your typical Sunday look like? And then some of them could be very thoughtful, such as, what is an issue facing teens today?
Okay, cool. I like that. Right. So they really trying to get y'all to tap into, your understanding of, not only just being like a pageant participant, but somebody in the community, and what does your world really look like, or what is like, being a teen look like for you, or what does the world look like from your view? I like that. All right, so it seems like you got a lot of programs or things that you do. Shout out to moms and pops for bringing you up here.
Yes.
Now, what school do you go to? Share the people what school you go to, and what are some of the programs that you take part of?
So I go to Racine Horlick, Go Rebels, and
Go
I'm
Rebels.
active in a lot of programs there. I'm a part of student government, and we're actually hosting a craft fair this Saturday from 9 to 3 a.m. 9 to 3 p.m. I mean, and it's going to be super fun. There's food, there's 130 vendors, and I'm so excited to be there. Santa's going to be there as well. And also, I'm a part of Varsity Palms. We have been getting prepared for competition, and I'm so excited because we'll be competing in January. I'm also a part of the International Thespian Society, where I serve as the treasurer. We have a play going on called The Crucible, and that takes place from Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Okay.
And I'm pretty excited to see how that turns out.
Yeah.
And I'm also involved in the Racine Horlick DECA chapter, serving as the vice president of marketing. And this Sunday, we'll be going to the Emerging Leadership Conference, and that will take place in Kalahari at the Wisconsin Dells, and it's going to be so fun.
Wow. Okay, so you are more active than a lot of adults. I'm just going to say that. How do you manage your time, like, within that? Because, you got your parents out there. I know your dad, he can, I know he's staying on business. Mom's staying on business, so how do you manage your time, and still take time for yourself, being a young woman out here, finding her way? What do you do to like relax and take time for yourself?
So luckily, most of my activities have set schedules, so I often arrange mental health days around that schedule. I usually plan out my activities in a planner, and then to take a break, I play games with my sister. Sometimes I watch 80s movies or old
80s
TV
movies.
shows.
I love 80s movies.
Me too.
You like 80s movies?
Yeah, they're so funny. I'd say my favorites are Stand By Me, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, and Breakfast Club. Those are my top.
Yeah.
I can agree with those,
Yeah.
especially Ferris Bueller. When I was a
Ferris Bueller.
kid, I used to watch Ferris Bueller all the time, man. I just something about that Chicago's 80s vibe, and you go back and look at, driving a Ferrari and skipping school. I always had to, I guess a little dream of skipping school and driving a Ferrari, I guess. Just now it'd be like, I guess these kids now dream of skipping schools and driving Hellcats
Now
or
I
something
just
like
dream
that.
of driving a Ferrari.
Man, look, I was dreaming of driving period during that time. I didn't have no car. Them kids was driving Hummers and sports cars to school when I was in high school, and I was getting dropped off by the yellow bus. Rental car on the weekend sometime. So,
Nice.
What route do you want to see this go within your, like, what are your goals with this? What are your aspirations? What route do you see yourself going? You've accomplished a lot. What, again, 15? 16? Yeah, sorry. You've accomplished a lot. What are some of the things that you see for your future, 5 year, 10 year when it comes to this,
So as far as my title goes, after nationals, I'm planning on hosting a Count Me In camp.
Okay.
And my platform, Count Me In, has a goal to decrease childhood and adolescent bullying.
Okay.
Because I'm actually a survivor of childhood bullying.
Yeah, tell us about that.
So when I was in elementary school, I often got bullied by a lot of my peers. They often said mean things to me about my appearance and my interests. And for me personally, that lowered my self-esteem and caused me to develop social anxiety in middle school. But luckily, I've been able to gain confidence with activities and the National American Miss program. So with this platform, I aim on teaching people on Instagram about the effects of bullying and ways to make new friends and also overcome your struggles.
I like that. Cool. That's what's up. Look like we got a caller for you. So we got a caller on the air. Caller. Good morning. Happy Friday.
Hi guys. This is Tamika over here at working from home.
Tamika V.
What was your nickname on Tuesday?
Tivu.
Okay.
What'd you say? What was it?
Tivu.
Tivu.
Tivu?
Yeah.
Okay. What's going on, Tivu?
I love this young lady. She is absolutely amazing. And I usually don't call to the show when I'm not on the show, but I really wanted to ask her something. You have such a positive outlook on life. What I wanted to ask you, we always tell kids what they're or young adults what they're supposed to do. What would you tell other young people? Why should they get involved in stuff? You know what I mean? It's why should they do this? Why should they be involved? And maybe tell the difference between doing the street hood, I don't want to do anything, just hang out with my friends, or being involved in activities. I mean, they don't see the value. Can you kind of tell what is the value in that? And I'll hang up and listen to you. Thank you so much for being a part of the show.
Yeah, thanks for
Of
calling.
course. Thank you so much for your response. So I know for when I was a little girl, I had this motto called believe and you'll achieve. And I know that most of these kids do bad stuff due to peer pressure, which is one of the things I talk about on my platform, Count Me In. So with this response, I often say to just express yourself and just express your own unique interests freely, and the right people will like you for you. And to just participate in activities that fully interest you. I know for me, I'm a huge theater kid, so I'm a big participator in theater. I've been doing it since I was 10, and I love it so much. It's just a free space where I can be super creative and practice my interests such as dance and singing and acting. And I'm surrounded by so many other theater kids who also appreciate me for me and who also have wacky interests, and it's just a positive space to be around.
Yeah.
So I just say surround yourself with people who love you for you and surround yourself in spaces where you feel welcome. All of my clubs have super friendly people who always welcome me, and I will always cherish that.
Oh, that's sweet. I like
That's
that.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's really awesome.
Yeah. Still got to get back to my question though. Where you going? I know you got you talked about your platforms. So I want to see what Lil Cuz, what you think? Look, 5 years from now, where I'm gonna see you at, Lil Cuz? What are some? You don't got to give us all this game, but just give me a few of the the moves or a couple moves that you see yourself making. You and your sister are doing great things, in the community. And we want to shout you out. Matter of fact, when she had one last week or the other week when they we was at the racing, I had sent it to my friend. Like, oh, look at your cousins, and I sent a picture. He's like, oh, there's the natural pageant, natural hair and all that. Like, yeah, they doing their thing down there. So I had to. One, I'm glad your dad reached out to me just to get the interview, but also, I just want to know what you got planned. What are you thinking?
So in 5 years, I think I'll be 21. So hopefully I'll be at college in a warm state or New York. I just need to get away from the cold weather. It's too freezing.
She emphasized in a warm state.
Yes, definitely. And I'll be studying some type of business field. I'm looking into marketing, and I'm using DECA as a way to practice my business skills.
Okay.
And I'd love to be very active in certain clubs as well. I'm hoping to probably be on the dance team at a college. And also to continue carrying out my platform, Count Me In some bigger form, and possibly even get ready to start my acting career.
Nice, yeah. Nice. So yeah, that theater. I figured you was going that route. I did take a little theater when I was in school, and I was involved. I wasn't like real theater. It was like one what do you call it? Like one program or something like that. But it wasn't heavy like some of the kids were. I never did none of the plays or anything like that. I was a band guy. I did the drums up until my junior year, and then I I stopped. I should have kept going, but I did stay active. Once I dropped one, I picked up other programs. I do think it's important, like you said, to be in multiple groups. For me, it wasn't, as decorated as yours, but it was like, groups like Men of Color. I was on the broadcasting team, things like that. But, I love that question that Tamika had, what was inspired, what gets you to do this, or why is it important for kids? Because those little activities, they everything you're doing now, you're gonna be doing it on a major scale when you get older. I know people I know, like and I would love for you to meet her, Taj Mahal. She's a reporter here in Milwaukee. You might have seen her on CBS 58. She did beauty pageants. She likes to be in the front line. Look where she's at. She's a reporter. She's growing in her field. She gets slotted to do a lot of public speaking events and things here. So what you're doing now is setting you up for everything that you're gonna be doing in the future. So once you get to that point where you're getting them backstage passes and all that good stuff, holla at your cuz. I want to make sure I'm there to eat the food in the green room and all that stuff. Pour up a little champagne in the back.
You knew he was going somewhere.
Yeah, if your dad gonna be there, I'm definitely riding with your dad and your mom for reals with that. So, before we let you go and we take our next break, is there anything you want to share with us?
So in about, I believe it's like a week, I'll be heading off to Nationals in Orlando at the Hyatt Regency. I'm so excited because I'll be meeting my other junior team queens, and there'll be about 25 of us competing, and we'll compete in the same competitions along with other optionals such as the actress competition and Fresh Face. And we also have fun dress-up themes such as Universal Character Day and State Pride Day. So I'm very excited to dress up as a cow for State Pride Day. And I just want to say, make sure you vote for People's Choice. You can find that at the www.namiss.com website, and it'll have a list of all of the junior teen queens. And make sure you vote for Winter for Wisconsin, because if I get the most votes, I'll be able to make top 12, and I'm so excited.
Yeah. Tell them one more time. Awesome. Tell them where they need to go one more time to do that vote.
So you could go to www.namiss.com. So you can vote for People's Choice, and make sure you hit National American Miss Junior Teen, State Queen, and then you just scroll down all the way, and then you'll see Wisconsin, and you click on my profile, and then you vote for me.
All right, cool. I'm gonna make sure we get
with a name like Winter, right?
Yes.
So your name's Winter, and you don't want to stay in the cold state.
No, it's very crazy because a lot of people, like, whenever I tell them that, they always say, but your name's Winter.
Right.
But I actually like the summer more.
It should be your fun time of the year.
Yeah.
Born and raised in Racine?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Where Pop's from? Detroit in the building. She got that Detroit plug. And where your mom's from? Was your mom from Milwaukee, or is she
My mom's from Racine.
Racine? Okay, so yeah, she got a little Racine, got a little Detroit in her. I appreciate that.
I have to say something.
Yeah.
A friend of mine that I graduated with, when I saw the NAM on your sash, it kind of rang a bell. A friend of mine that I graduated with, his daughter is representing Ohio at the same competition in Orlando.
Wow.
So,
nice.
Yeah, so now I've met two of the contestants.
That's crazy. So we know there's a big thing. Yeah, we know it's a big thing. I figured it is. She stay busy. I be following them online, and your dad is always shouting you out. I do want to thank you for coming through. Shout out and blessings to you and your sister and everything you're doing. Keep going. I love to see y'all just growing up over the years, and y'all ain't the little girls running around no more. So I'll be watching and tuning in, and if it's any updates or anything else, I would love to just in the future get you and your sister on here just so y'all can talk about all the things that y'all got going on. So
of course, thank you so much for having me on the show. It's been such a pleasure.
Of course, anytime.
Just a inspiration to us all.
Right. She didn't make me feel good about all the work we're doing out here.
Yeah. That's what we need on a Friday, right?
We do, right? I mean, this is what it's supposed to be, the
weekend.
community, and talking to somebody that's actually doing big things out here and actually about to go do great things. Oh, one more thing before you leave. Are they taking y'all to like Disney or Universal or anything like that on this trip?
So that's optional, but unfortunately I'm not going, but it's okay because I'm very excited to go to CiCi's Pizza because we don't have one here, and that's one of my favorite places to eat.
They got rid of CiCi's Pizza here. Didn't they have one in out here? Was that Chicago? I don't know. The CiCi's, where you said CiCi's?
Yes.
I thought they had one.
I think they removed it 5 years ago.
Oh, wow. That was quick. Okay. All right. Well, we were here with Miss Winter Nude going down there to represent Wisconsin. We are going to take, we have one more time for one more break. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. We're going to take one more break, and then we're going to finish off one more topic. Again, thank you for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
Be a Voice Radio, Wisconsin Voices. WNOV, 860 WNOV, 106.5 FM. We'll see y'all in a second. I know, right?
Hi, my name is Tamika Vukovic, co-executive director of Wisconsin Voices. Please join Wisconsin Voices every Monday, Tuesday, and Friday. We will be focusing on community partnerships, voter education, and long-term collective impact for all Wisconsinites.
You're listening to Wisconsin Voices, Be a Voice Radio. Follow us at BAWI Voice and learn more at wisconsinvoices.org.
Wisconsin Voices' 3 pillars are protecting democracy. Your vote is your voice. Wisconsin Voices works to protect democracy in Wisconsin by fighting voter suppression, promoting voting rights, and ensuring fair elections for all. Teaching advocacy. Teaching advocacy empowers and educates advocates in Wisconsin by offering training, resources, and support to enhance their skills, fostering a more informed and effective advocacy community for social and economic change. Building community. Wisconsin Voices builds strong communities for a healthy democracy by collaborating with diverse partners, creating networks for positive change, and fostering a sense of belonging and common purpose. Learn more about Wisconsin Voices by going to wisconsinvoices.org. Learn more about what our partners are doing by visiting the events calendar. Listen to recent episodes by going to our podcast and radio. Get involved today.
Remembering what we stand for. At Wisconsin Voices, we remember what we stand for. Check out our movement dedicated to empowering citizens and shaping the future. Engage with us on our website, social media, and podcast to make a difference. Visit wisconsinvoices.org, explore our events calendar, like and subscribe to us on social media, listen to recent podcasts and radio, and subscribe to our email and newsletter. Amplify your voice and be a voice today.
860 AM, 106.5 FM. WNOV, The Voice.
Welcome back for the last few moments of Be a Voice with Wisconsin Voices. My name is Joe Dre. I'm the policy guy for Wisconsin Voices. And I'm here with Debo, the man.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here for you, Joe.
I appreciate it.
They left you alone again.
They do. They do this from time to time, and it's okay.
Well,
it's
it certainly
okay.
was good to hear from what you call it? Say Tivu.
Tivu.
Nice to hear from Tivu today.
Fearless leader Tivu.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound so fearless, though, does it?
So what does the weekend look like for Joe?
Weekend's looking really good. I think I'm still in like relaxation mode from after the election, trying to collect thoughts and everything. But yeah, just gonna relax and take it easy. Preparing to move into my new place December 6th. So
you got new digs?
Got new digs. Yep. Not too far, just a few blocks north, but excited about that one. So
it shouldn't be too bad getting on the getting U-Haul situated or whatever you're doing.
Oh yeah, just right down the road. So
speaking of Brian's not helping you move.
Look, I might get a call last minute, right? I might be technically the closest mail to Joe right now in Wisconsin.
Probably are. Yeah,
yeah, I might be right.
So you should be volunteering, right?
You know what, Joe? Throwing in some chicken wings, beers, you might get me.
Have you ever seen that the meme that's like, I'm over 40, I'm not going to throw my back out for a couple Bud Lights and some chicken wings, a slice of pizza.
I got 2 more years yet because I done did a lot, like we said a few weeks ago, I think on the radio, I did a lot of moves for the free ski. And like 2 slices of pizza, so
free ski and 2 slices of
right,
pizza.
this when it comes to family or your uncles and all that, man, I remember one of my uncles, he might be listening now, he was down my neck one time and had me meet him at his storage, and I was like, man, I got like the flu, man, and you sweat me about this move. I feel like I'm about to pass out, and it was just right before COVID started, so I was like, man, was that COVID that I caught in the beginning of that? I think it was just a flu, but yeah, he just so it's usually my uncles and my best friends and stuff like that. I'll try, they don't need to give me too much. Dante will call me. I helped Dante move that, all that stuff he got in that big house he got over there. So
I'll bet I've helped my sister move 24 times.
I believe it.
And she did it when she buys furniture. She don't buy the Costco or the
get the heavy stuff.
She gets the heavy stuff.
Yeah.
And I bet
Yeah.
There was one piece of furniture. I'm like, why do you even need this? It's just like this really long, heavy, oblong table. And I'm like, what do you need this for? Honestly, I moved that thing 12 times.
I believe it. Yeah.
It's like every time I had to pick it up, I was cursing.
But certainly, furniture like that, it speaks for itself when someone walks in. They know you have quality stuff.
Oh, absolutely.
Yep. You can tell the Marcus. JL Marcus.
Yeah.
You can tell that furniture when you walk in.
Yeah. Made with that what's that paper that the wood they call it, Debo? The what's the
particle board?
Particle board wood, right?
Press board.
You sit on it wrong, it go crack. You know, you plop down on it. Speaking of moves,
Big lot.
Yeah, the big lot furniture.
Yeah.
The T-move furniture they got now. Speaking of moves, and just real quick before we get up out of here, if y'all seen this, did y'all see that Water Street is thinking about doing some changes? Yeah. And I knew this was gonna come because every big city, potentially big cities, have those streets where you can just frolic and don't have to worry about getting clipped by a car. So I think this is what route they're going. So city leaders are looking into redesigning the busy street between Pleasant and Kilbourne to slow down vehicular traffic, increase walkability, and enhance transit operations and rider experiences. This is courtesy of WISN, by the way. They also want to support economic growth, whether it's with existing businesses or future companies. So I guess what they'll do is several options, one with right lane bus lanes and another with a center running bus corridor. People living in Milwaukee shared those opinions and said any way that drivers can be safe, they'll take it. I think I seen this coming because you got to look at like the Bill streets and some of the other big streets across the country, the 6th Street in Austin, but I think it's open, and some of the other streets that they kind of then adjusted to the tourism and all that. And we should have known this eventually was coming because they always shut down Water Street on Fridays and Saturdays anyway. You know how many times I have to take the long way to get.
But you're speaking to Brady Street, right?
This one, I think this one's Water Street.
Oh,
yeah, this Water Street. So are they talking about redoing Brady Street too?
I could have misconstrued what I thought I heard. I thought I heard Brady Street,
but
it could have been Water.
Yeah, this Water. Yeah, but they trying to make it into more of those, tourism type of cities where, you can just run around in the middle of the street. But then it might create a 6th Street Austin type of atmosphere too. If you ever seen 6th Street Austin, you already know what I'm talking about. They have brawls every weekend. You can probably find one this weekend.
We don't need that. Not especially after the latest incident down on Brady Street.
Oh yeah,
there was
a
lot of opinions being flown around there about that.
Yeah, Water Street was even crazy during the Bucks championship year and a year after that we lost. So it's going to be a lot of restructuring if they have to. You know what comes with restructuring? New security and new policy too. So
yeah.
So I guess we wrapping it up, huh?
Yeah, man, that went fast.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I do want to always shout out to the staff at WNOV for making sure that we sound good.
Be a voice?
And of course,
how's everybody doing over there?
Wisconsin Voices. We want to shout out Latoya, Nicole. Of course, we got Joe here, Tamika, Shanita, Lanisha. Did I miss anybody?
It's a bunch of y'all, huh?
Yeah, we starting to expand a little bit.
We're a growing family.
Yeah, we're growing. Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, we've been doing a lot of strategy meetings and having a lot
of
strategy.
Growth ain't always. No, I'm just
hope it's good in this situation. Looking great.
Right.
But I do want to thank y'all. Y'all have a great rest of your weekend. If it's anything in the community that's going on, please let us know. Always look at us on WisconsinVoices.org. And then that's it for me, Joe.
Yeah, hey, just have a safe weekend, everybody. Enjoy and relax. Take a breath.
Yeah. You're on Be a Voice Radio, 106.5 FM. Excuse me, 860 WNOV, 106.5 FM. Have a great weekend.
Al Sharpton's views and opinions are his own and do not necessarily represent those of Radio 1 Incorporated, our affiliates, our subsidiaries, or our advertisers. keeping it real.
I believe it's also important for the world to keep their eye on Israel's new prime minister, because there was a lot of protests going on against him because he was taking away a lot of the democratic rights in Israel.
Be a part of the conversation. Have your say.
They don't want a two-state solution. They want to see Israel totally destroyed. Israel is controlling everything about the Palestinians, their resources, their food, their water, and life. But you're giving them no choice.
Just keep it real.
This thing with Israel is so dangerous. It's almost like starting World War III if we're not careful.
Live from the National Action Network corporate headquarters in New York.
There's no side that can justify, to me, killing innocent people.
Absolutely. Keeping it real. It's XL Friday with the world's civil rights leader, the Reverend Al Sharpton.
It's Friday, November the 15th. Do you know what time it is? It's Al Sharpton's time. And for these next 3 hours, it's time to put aside all pretenses, deception, denial, or fronting. The time has come to keep it real on Keeping It Real with Reverend Al Sharpton. A very good afternoon to you all across the country. And good morning to our West Coast listeners. Welcome to all those listening on Sirius XM. Channel 126, The Urban View, where talk empowers and becomes action. I'm coming to you live from our National Action Network corporate headquarters.